Good morning, everyone. Or good afternoon or good evening, depending upon when you're watching this. We're just happy you're watching.
Welcome to the Skein Scoop podcast.
Episode 35.
Yeah.
Especially considering what announcement you have to make today.
Well, first, I'm Justine.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm Lori.
And we are coming from SkeinYarnshop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And we're here to talk to you about knitting.
And crochet. Although, no crochet today.
No. Yeah. And
you still have your beautiful blanket that you're
yarn,
working on.
And
yes.
bags, and visitors.
Events.
And all the things. Last Friday was our 2-year Podiversary.
Who knew?
I know, Lori didn't, but I did. Because all the pictures that kept popping up on my time hop were 2 years ago, you got the Skein Yarn Shop or the Skein Scoop podcast logo, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I have something.
Who really runs this thing?
I have something for you.
What do you mean?
Okay. So
Lori really, a bad friend.
Lori really doesn't know, but okay. So a little backstory. When we went to Rhinebeck last year, we were so surprised by the number of people that in multiple places recognized us, and we were both so weird. But we went to dinner one night and we're sitting there and these women were right next to us and they were like, "We watch your podcast." And
yeah, it was surprising.
It was really
super fun and just so nice.
So we gave out stickers for the shop that said Skein Yarn Shop. But they didn't say anything about the podcast. So we were talking about this year we need to get something where it says the podcast to encourage people to check out the podcast. So I didn't get stickers, but I have a friend who designed something, and it's really cute.
Oh my gosh.
So hold on.
What's happening? I'm so excited.
And so my friend Kayla she does graphic design, and she designed this.
Oh my gosh!
So it's Lori and I wearing our sweaters, and that
is so good.
And I've been chatting with Emily from Kitty with the Cupcake, and I have it all ready to go, and we can have Skein Scoop podcast stickers. Isn't it so cute?
Oh my gosh, it is so cute.
Look at our sweaters.
Oh, she made me look better than in real life.
Oh, stop.
I love it.
It's so cute, right?
It is so cute. Boy, oh my gosh, super talented.
Yeah.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
So happy Podiversary, friend.
Oh, this isn't mine. This is you. You're getting all the Mad Mom messages.
All the Mad Mom messages.
From camp.
Yeah, but so that's it. So that's our new...
That is... Oh my gosh.
Isn't it awesome?
What a great gift.
Yay. And so I was
a gift that I'm going to have to pay for.
Well, not the actual part of it. But so Emily and I were talking, and she said all you have to do, we can have these printed with this cool, odd shape or as a circle, whatever we prefer.
Okay.
But then she said you can get the back printed like a business card.
Yep.
So the back of it will have information about the shop, but our podcast is on the front. So when we give it out to people,
so good.
They're gonna know it, right?
Oh, I love it.
I love our sweaters. It makes me so happy. So in this actual picture, so she took this from a screenshot from the podcast. And in the actual podcast, you were wearing this sweater and I was wearing a different. And I was like, but I want to wear this sweater. So she took she superimposed us together. And I love it. It makes me so happy.
Thank you, Kayla and
thanks,
Emily.
Kayla.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And there's a green ball and a pink ball.
Aww.
So good.
I love you.
I love you too. Happy Podiversary.
Oh, thank you.
Phew. That was a hard secret to keep. I've wanted to show you for
That's amazing.
Weeks.
It's probably too detailed to be, it's probably too much for a pin, I would think. Right?
I don't know. We can ask Emily.
All right.
She's my go-to. I've been asking her all the things.
I miss Emily.
She said that when you print them on stickers, she's like, the more details, it doesn't matter. Because Kayla had done another one where the background was the shop.
Okay.
But it's a little...
Kayla's my new best friend.
It's cool because it shows the back.
So cool.
It shows the shop in the background.
Oh my gosh!
But it's a little
lot.
busy.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's still cool. Oh my goodness.
The details of our sweaters makes me so happy. She said that was her favorite part.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I love
I
it.
just love it.
I'm so glad.
What a great gift.
I'm so
Oh
glad.
my
Yay.
gosh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We're
We
done.
have so much to talk about. Because but I just think it's hilarious. Our 2-year Podiversary. We're on episode 35.
Hey.
You know what? Because this is a high quality podcast.
You know what?
And we really craft it.
We craft it.
And by we, I mean Justine.
You know what though? Sometimes life just happens.
It does. And we always have that 2-week. We try to get it done every 2 weeks. And sometimes we hit that mark and sometimes it's more like 3 weeks. And maybe a little more. Sorry, Laura Ross. We had this whole discussion.
I know. I'm so sorry.
But
to our friends. But you know what? We've gotten so much out of doing the podcast. Like, we've made so many new friends from, like,
it
from
is
the podcast.
it is
very,
one of the
very
most fun parts of doing this. But I mean,
life. So what's been going on in your life, Laura?
well, because it's kind of like I'll get to that in a second, but like life gets in the way. It's kind of funny because this is work.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the reverse.
Yeah.
It's like this is not that it's not
part.
work. It is work, but this is like what we live for.
Yeah.
Right? And the other stuff is like, oh, would you just get out of the way of the yarn?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
for sure. I mean, I've had probably my biggest knitting like slump.
lull.
Lull.
You have.
So
You've had a little bit going on.
all of you that are so kind and sent me loving, kind messages. I lost my dog 2 weeks ago, and it was very sudden and sad, and I don't want to talk about it crazy much, but I did get a lot of really lovely messages from people from the podcast, and it's really, really kind. That was one of the weeks that we were supposed to podcast.
That's right, and there was
no
no
way.
way.
Like, I barely could function. So I'm very grateful for all of the love, and you've felt the same way with moving and all of the support and people
Oh my
asking
gosh.
about it. I mean,
Yes.
everybody is literally always
It's-
very
how many
invested
times
in our lives.
How many times? Yes, which we greatly appreciate.
Yeah.
And how many times have we heard over the past?
How's the move going?
How's the move
Laura?
going? Are you moved in? Did you move in? Are you in the new house?
Unpacked?
Oh my gosh! I hope everybody has their volume turned down low because I am exceptionally loud today. I feel bad for your ears.
It's okay.
So yeah, so there was that too.
It's been a lot.
The move has been. It's been a lot.
Moving is not fun.
No, and let me say at the outset that I recognize this is totally a first world problem. So let's just get that out of the way. But it's
Everybody
it is
understands
stressful.
that moving makes life very difficult. One of my friends I just ran into, she goes, they had sold their house the same day you
Yes,
sold yours.
yes,
They
yes.
finally got a house. They have to be out of their house and into the new house in 3 weeks. And
I-
she's like,
Well, tell her if she wants a shoulder to cry on, just give her my number because it has been stressful. I always try and like minimize the stress.
you are very good at like, everything will be okay. People were saying in the last podcast that they couldn't believe that you were just like, it'll happen.
It'll be
fine.
So I really believed that. I also, as I have gotten older, truly believe that worrying is something, it is that for many, many people is very difficult to control. I think we all know, I think mental health has taken center stage these past few years. And I think that's a really, really good thing that we're paying attention to that.
Totally. That
being said, I feel I used to do a lot of worrying when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just kind of tell myself worrying is not going to change anything. So I've become a little better at compartmentalizing things. Not always, but I try really hard. And I was doing a very good job considering how fast everything was happening. We sold our house in 4 days.
Yeah.
Like it was done in 4 days. And then it was time, and then we were looking for a new house, and
Something's happened in the back.
Something's back. Somebody's backing up. And so I really thought that we were going to end up in a rental because there was no inventory of homes. There still, I think, is not a huge inventory of homes, at least in Rhode Island, and I think in the Northeast overall. And fast forward, no gory details, but we actually found a home to buy, and the sale went, it's done. I don't even need to knock wood. It's done.
And you love it.
And
you like it a lot.
I like it a lot. So
you like it.
I will love it.
Yeah.
I will love it. It's, when you've been somewhere for 12 years, and it's been your home. But I can remember feeling the same way when we moved into any house.
Is Griffin getting better?
Griffin is better the first few days, and of course that added to the stress because they're like your children. They are your children, and his adjustment was very rough. I can say with confidence that it's much, much better now.
That's good.
But the first few days were brutal. The crying, how you feel like you can read your dog or your cat's or your pet's mind. I mean, I could read his mind.
He's like,
he was looking, and he has those human eyes, and he's looking up at me like, what
Take me home.
And when are we going to go back home?
Yeah,
because it was the only home that he ever knew. But he's doing much, much better. So there was that part of it. And honestly, we have a limited amount of time, so I will just stop there.
Well, life.
I was surprised that Alex, my youngest, who is 19,
also surprised that she was so okay with it,
because she can have a lot of anxiety.
New room, totally cool.
Yeah, so
it doesn't hurt.
Needless to say, we downsized quite a bit. And so the rooms are much smaller overall. The house is smaller overall, even though from the outside it doesn't look it because of the massive garage.
But Alex's room is awesome.
Alex's room is awesome.
That's so cool.
It's the biggest room in the house. Maybe the family room is a little bigger, but as far as the bedroom is concerned,
I still haven't even seen it. I haven't even seen
I was saying, I was thinking that to myself as I was pulling out of the driveway, that I was going to say to you, you can come over anytime.
I think I'm gonna have to come over.
So
the only reason I've seen Alex's room is because she showed me a video that looked like, what was that video? What was that scary movie? The Picture Project.
The Blair Witch Project?
Blair Witch Project. Alex showed me this video and it was like that. And the whole time I was like, Alex, I'm going to puke. And she's like, yeah, but look at this alcove. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up.
Oh, that's right. She's showing you her
She's showing me this video and the whole video is like, and this is this over here. And I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, she already did. I mean, like, she loves school, but she was already like, oh, I don't want to go back to school. And now, I mean, like, it's like a little apartment up there. All she needs is her fridge.
Yeah.
And like a hot pot. Do they say that anymore? Hot pot?
They definitely don't. You're so old.
That's what we used to call it.
That's what you make the ramen on?
Like, it was really dangerous.
It's super dangerous.
It was really dangerous when I went to college. Listen, comment below. How many of you know what I'm talking about? I know some of you know what I'm talking about.
We were in New Hampshire this weekend, and my oldest is at Mimi Camp, which is in New York. At my mother-in-law's.
That has to be the best camp ever.
He's living his best life. She allowed him to use the largest. He has a bedroom at their house.
Yeah.
But he was like, Mimi, can I stay in Mom and Dad's room, which is like this gorgeous room right on the wall. It's stunning. And he's like, Mom, when you come,
and it must have a king size bed.
It's a king size bed, air conditioner, it's huge. And he's like, Mom, when you come, can I stay in your room? And I was like, no, you're going back to your little twin bed down the road, down the hall. But we were in New Hampshire with Ben and Charlotte, and Ben, because his brother wasn't there, got to sleep on Harrison's bunk bed on the top bunk.
Ooh.
And Harrison has a reading lamp. He doesn't read with it, but he uses it for other stuff.
I was going to say, he does?
But he has this reading lamp, and Ben turned it on, and then it fell.
Oh, yeah.
And I went in there's something that made me go in there. It was literally burning hot, and it was on top of his pillow.
Oh, God.
And I pull that thing
That
out.
is no
And
good.
I was like, Ben, he's like, I liked the lamp. I was like, cool.
Yeah, no more.
No more lamps. That's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a weekend. We were in New Hampshire, and yeah, it was nice. The weather was good.
That's good. Yeah, I saw those nice pictures with your dad on the boat.
Yeah, my dad was so cute with my daughter. He's really good with the boys because my sister and I have 4 boys between us, and then Charlotte is the only girl. And he's like,
And he's a dad. He's
a girl dad.
He's a girl dad.
Because my sister and I are the only ones, and so like he's good with the boys. He likes to like dig in the sand with them and play football and stuff. But Charlotte will go over and she'll be like, "Pa," and he'll be like,
"Oh gosh."
She's got them wrapped. The men and even Owen and Joel, my nephews, they literally will do anything for her. And I'm like, she's being naughty. You don't have to let her.
Crazy.
You don't have to let her talk to you like that, Joel. And he's like, it's okay. And she's like slapping him. He's like, I love her. I'm like, okay, crazy person.
Well, it's hard not to.
She's a crazy person.
How about my favorite thing these days?
What's that?
Is when we're on the phone and
Hi, Rory.
Hi, Rory. I love it. It is my favorite thing. It makes my day every day.
My kids love you so much.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So
the
good.
feeling is very mutual. So I'm just wiping off the condensation.
All right, so we have tons to talk about.
We do.
About what's happening in the shop, but let's talk about knitting first.
Yes.
And then
because there's not a lot of it.
There's not a lot. I mean, okay. So maybe you've seen I posted something about it on the shop's stories, but there's Summer Lee Knits has a collection of socks called her Shorty Sock Set. She's so many pairs of socks, and it's actually one of the patterns that I give to people when they're first learning socks.
I think it's a great pattern.
It's a really beautifully written pattern. It's perfect. So she posted a thing on Instagram the other day holding up this gorgeous skein of hedgehog fibers, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't care what this is. It was a knit along, but I'm doing it. So,
because I don't have enough socks on the needle. I don't have enough
socks going. So the idea, so it's called the Very Variegated Knit Along. And if you need information about it, it's down below in the description box. But also, if you go to Instagram and you type in Very Variegated KAL, it'll show up. And basically the idea is to grab a skein of variegated yarn, whether it's from your stash or if you want to come into the store and buy something.
Or online.
You have 2 weeks from this past Friday to knit a pair of shorty socks. The basic B is the sock pattern that she has chosen. And so I saw when we first opened the shop, when you first opened the shop,
when we first opened the shop, that was a definite we thing.
We agonized over the colors of hedgehog fibers together.
I think we do every time.
But that one was particularly difficult because we had no idea.
Wait, can I just say, like flashback, like Wayne's World.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Party time.
Yeah. Do you remember when they flashback?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Got it. All right.
You with me?
Yeah.
Anyway, I remember exactly. I was on my sofa.
And I was on my sofa.
and it was like a game. It was like, all right, I'm gonna write down 25 hedgehog colorways, and you write down 25.
So Lori wrote them down on a piece of paper, and I made a spreadsheet with the pictures of the colors.
I wrote
on
them
the thing.
longhand.
Yeah, and
it was like, ready?
None of them were the same
Go.
Color.
It was like
she picked 25.
It was like the worst Venn diagram ever.
Yeah,
there was no overlap,
and we were like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Do we get 50? No, I don't think so. So one of the colors that I don't even know if we agreed on, but it's literally been,
I think that was a non-negotiable.
I said,
we had a certain number of non-negotiables, each one of us.
Color. So this is the hedgehog fibers, which we still have some hedgehog, and we're getting more. This is the Orion colorway, and I've had this in my stash since that first box arrived. And one of the things I love about hedgehog, first of all, this is the sock base, which is 90% merino wool and 10% nylon, and it's like there's something about it that's just so soft. The the grams, there were 111 grams in one skein. They're almost always way more than 100 gram skeins. So I went through, everybody's going to be so mad at me, because I went on Instagram and I made a post saying, which color should I use as my contrast color? Should I use pink or should I use the mint? And everybody said pink, 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 and I did mint, believe it or not. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it, but I love it.
Here's the reason why. I think I have used this hot pink for so many contrasts of heels and toes and stuff on socks.
Is that Kemper's?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is also Kemper's. This is Aloe from Junk Yarn, and this is, what's the hot pink? Begonia?
Yes.
This is Begonia.
I was thinking
from
bergamot.
Junk Yarn. And I don't have anything with this as the contrast, but I'm gonna have enough to make a second pair with these. So that's what I figured.
You're gonna have, oh, because they're shorties, even though you split it with Dawn.
Yes, so I gave Dawn 50 grams and then I have 60, and I'll be able to make 2 pairs of shorties with the 60 and a contrast. So I cast this on Friday night as we were heading to New Hampshire. It's the Basic Bee by Summer Lee Knits. They're super cute. I intentionally took out stitch markers so that I could put them on my sock, and then I left them on the end table in New Hampshire. So I have to pull out new stitch markers to count down.
Where'd you get that cool stitch marker from?
So this cool stitch marker is the local yarn shop day. This is funny. So we got these from Katrinkles. They're
so good.
Skein Yarn Shop, local yarn shop day 2023.
2023.
And I didn't get one. And I didn't get one last year either. And I probably didn't get one the year before that. And because no matter what, we have a certain amount that we get. And I put them on the register and I give them out on local yarn store day. And at the beginning of the day, I took 3 out, one for me, one for you, and one for Dawn, and I put them on the side little register. And then whoever it is that comes in at like when I'm done, I feel guilty,
11th hour,
and I give it to them. So I didn't have one, and then the other day,
I had one.
The other day, our friend Marlene was sitting at the table, and Marlene is making gifts for her grandchildren and children for the holidays, and she had this stitch marker, and I had attached it to one of the balls of the yarn when she checked out so that she wouldn't lose it. And she's like, I don't know how to get this off. And I don't know who put it there. And I said, well, I put it there. And she goes, well, do you know how to get it off? And I was like, yes. And she's like, I don't want that. And I was like, okay, great. I'm going to take it. But it was just so cute because she's like,
no, that's not the way it went down.
Totally.
No, it almost went down that way. But she said, do you want it? Because she is so sweet.
Yeah.
And
she said, I have too many of those things.
Yes, I have too many. And I was like, oh, you don't have too many of those. That's a special one.
And I was like, give it to me.
No, you were good at first. She said, do you want it? And you were really good. And I could tell that you so wanted it. And you were so good, Justine. You were like, no, it's okay.
We got them made pink for
and then,
me.
And then you reconsidered like 2 seconds later. You go, this is what you said. Are you going to use it? And she goes, and you go, give it to me.
But the way she was like, I don't know what this is and I don't know how to get it off. It was stuck on her thing.
So funny.
She's so cute. So yeah, so these are my very variegated knit along socks.
Why did you decide not to do a contrasting heel? Because it's a shorty?
Yeah, I just figured that. Oh, also, I measured this before we left, and I had 14 grams. So I was worried that if I did a full heel flap and gusset and also cuff and toe, then I would not have enough. And then I thought I could do the toe in this color still, and that would be fine. But then I thought, this is so close to the heel flap and gusset because it's a shorty. Yeah, I think it'll be fine to have this as the toe and the cuff. Good question.
Thank you.
I'm knitting the one that is the medium size, the 64 stitches. And it starts off in the pattern that because of the cuff that you cast on 63. So I got a message from Annie this weekend. She's like, what is happening? I don't want it to be 63. I want it to be either 62 or 64. And I was like, just keep going. Trust the process.
Oh my gosh.
So funny.
what is happening?
I was like, just read one more paragraph down and then stop, but you'll understand why. She was like, oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Summer Lee is doing a coupon code. So if you don't, I already had the pattern of collection because I love it. But if you don't, you can, there was a coupon. So if you look at her information, you'll see it.
So interesting. I have another question for you. Because in the pattern, it's, you know, they do the sizes by the circumference of the ball of your foot.
Mm-hmm.
So is the ball of your foot narrow? And because I know you wear a 10,
mm-hmm.
and your foot is long, and that's why you do the medium instead of the large, because I thought you would be doing the large.
I just know that when I knit a sock, I always knit 64 stitches for myself. It's the way I like it the best. I think if I knit a 72 stitch, I could then maybe shorten the length of it for
mm-hmm.
more, and that would be like give the stretch a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it when I wear my socks and I have to wash them every time to make them go back smaller.
Right.
Because wool socks, you shouldn't have to wash them as often.
Okay.
Because they don't get sweaty. It like repels.
Right.
Much to what other people think about wool socks.
Right.
It's like an
sweat.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't even know what the word is. Anti-sweat thing.
So
whatever.
fancy.
Mm-hmm. But I just know that for myself, I also don't. I knit it on a 1.5. Are you knitting it on 1?
On a 1. I always knit on a 1. I always knit socks on a 1.
I'm just I've done so many that I just know, but I think if I did it on a 72, I feel like it would be too baggy after one wear for me personally. However, so you show yours.
Okay, so I am using one of the lovely Hue Loco chicken sets, which I will get it down and show you in just a second because we have the you have the long arms. I'll get the set.
I love that you're using both your contrast colors.
Well, I was like, I might as well, right?
Totally.
So this is a rooster. But this is the Backyard Chicken Collection from Hue Loco. If you haven't seen these, come into the store and check them out.
They're right on the top shelf right behind us.
Or go online, because the pictures are all in there. And these have been flying off the shelves because they are so good.
So you get 100-gram skein and 2 20-gram minis with each one.
Yep, 400 yards in the big skein. And so that's what I'm using. I'm in love.
The Buff Brahma?
Yes.
Brahma
this is the
rooster.
Buff Brahma rooster. And then so every year, Nicole from Hue Loco does, she does her chicken collection, mm-hmm. and she dyes all the colors to match the hens and the roosters that she chooses. She did the Rhode Island red because, the state bird of Rhode Island, in case you don't know, is the Rhode Island red. And she did one, I think she did it like 2 or 3 years ago.
I love this one so much.
I know.
This is the Lavender Americana hen. Look at the mini.
Oh, Sam took that, of course, because she can't have anything she can't not have anything that's lavender.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And this is another hen. This is the Sicilian Buttercup hen. Oh, look at it. It's just gorgeous. There are the 2 contrasts. And so there are 8 every year, 4 hens, 4 roosters. Here's another one. This is a rooster. This is the Faverol rooster. And oh my gosh.
Oh, that one's so pretty. It's almost Tweedish. It's not, but it is. Yeah. So I guess we still have at least one of all 8. But I will keep ordering them because I just love them. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So
there's something about her dye style that's just excellent.
Yep.
So,
sure so that's what I'm using.
You decided to cast on 72.
I did because oftentimes I'm a rule follower, and
you have a wider ankle.
That's such a kind way of saying that I have cankles.
All right, I would like to give you my opinion on what you should do for this.
Okay, please do.
So I think that when you pick up for the gusset stitches,
yes,
I think that you should pick up however many it says, or I have to tell you, I don't pay attention to how much it says. I know you're going to find that shocking, but I just do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're picking up for your gusset, also in the pattern it says to knit the heel flap for 2 inches or 2 point something inches for the larger size. I always usually knit on a regular sock. I always do 16 or 32 rounds.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Okay.
I would follow the direction for the length, and then I would pick up, and then when you're decreasing, I would decrease to 64.
Okay.
Redo your stitches.
Because that's usually the size
or
that I do.
68, Lori. Like, even if you just get 4 less, it'll be tighter around your foot.
Yeah, because that is what I'm worried about. But I need that. I feel like having the 72, especially since it doesn't matter if they were shorties or not.
Right, but you like shorties.
Yes, I do. For myself, I only make shorties now.
Yeah, so I think it's great.
Yeah.
And then,
sure.
Yeah, that's what I think you should do. I think you should decrease down to 68 and then redo, or 64 or 68, and then rearrange your stitches so that you have the right amount, even on front and back.
Got it.
You know?
Got it.
And that is my suggestion.
It's going to be beautiful.
This is really beautiful. It's not one that I would gravitate towards. The orange is not a me thing, but it's really beautiful.
I happen to love
a bird.
Both orange and green. I love them together. It makes me think of fall. This particular bright, like kind of minty green just really got me.
So good.
So that is one of my whips, even though I swore I wasn't going to cast on another thing. I was being so good, wasn't I, with my sheep camp?
Yeah.
But then I was having major FOMO.
It's funny because Dawn was also having major FOMO. She came in on her day off and she's like, I have 20 minutes and I need to wind this up right now so I can get going on my very variegated knit along.
And what? She brought something in, but what was the issue?
Oh, it was striping. It was self-striping.
Oh, self-striping. It needs to be variegated.
To be variegated.
Yep.
So I said, Dawn, let's be twins. And she used a sparkle hot pink, I think, for her.
I love that.
Color.
Yeah, and hers are coming around.
So all of you who voted and suggested that I use hot pink, it's not that I didn't listen to you, but I totally didn't listen to you.
It's not. I didn't listen to you.
Okay. I did do a lot of work on my Alpine Bloom sweater.
I can't wait to see it.
The Alpine Bloom sweater is a sweater by Caitlin Hunter, and it came out maybe 3 weeks ago. And when it came out, I started it. One thing that has helped me tremendously for this project is my Big Sully. If you don't have a Big Sully, all my things are falling, like the little... If you don't have a Big Sully, we have Big Sullys in the shop.
And you're missing out.
And you're missing out. I wound my yarn into cakes so that I could pull them out very simply, and it's been a game changer. This sweater is really beautiful, but it is not for the faint of heart because it is a lot. There are a million stitches and it is 62 rounds of color work, and it is a lot. So
but
the
it's
yarn,
so worth it.
So I'm using Barocco's Lannis Light, which I don't have any tags for over here.
We have
right behind you then. In that charcoal color. Perfect. So I'm using Barocco's Lannis Light, which is 100% wool. It's
how much do we love it?
Sport weight.
Yeah.
Right? They say
it's a 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the Barocco Lannis Light. I absolutely love it. It's super affordable. Tons of yarn in this ball. 383 yards.
So soft. It's
so
not
good.
super wash, and it is so soft.
And then I'm using Noro, the Silk Garden Sport Solo, right?
Silk Garden Solo Silk Garden Sock Solo, I think.
Sure. And I'm using the pink. Can you believe it? And so this is my...
Oh, it's so good, Justine.
This is my
it is
alpine bloom. Can you
gorgeous. I sure can.
So oh my God, that flower right there makes me so happy. This big flower. So I still have, I think 18 rounds to go, and it takes a long time. It takes a long time to go around.
Yeah.
But it is really beautiful. I almost steamed it this morning when I was getting ready to leave the house.
You didn't even need to.
Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks
oh
like
my
when
gosh.
it's wet locked. It's going to be so good.
It is stunning.
It really is.
I must have one of these.
It's absolutely beautiful. Do you think that this is supposed to be like the stem to this flower? Like these leaves here? Do you think
Which
those
ones?
are leaves? Sorry. Do you think this is a leaf?
Yes.
And this is
what else would it be?
I don't know. Like a heart?
No, those are leaves. I thought you were talking about these little things right here.
Well,
but you're talking about
tiny
these
little flowers.
Yeah, those are, I don't know. Whatever they are, they belong there.
You might notice that I'm using stitch markers. Can you believe that? I don't typically use stitch markers, even in lace and color work. I don't really often do, but there are a lot of make one lefts and rights along the sides of the stitch markers, and it was getting to be too crazy, so I had to put in my little coconut triangles that are so cute.
And as beautiful as it looks, I'll be curious to see, because it's so much more vibrant in real life. Vibrant without being,
it's not
but
crazy.
Subtle.
It's not anything like I have.
So beautiful.
I wanted my main color to be like a tan, and Lori,
I'm just gonna go get it.
Lori suggested to do the dark, and I'm very happy because it really makes that color pop out. So
I am so happy. Where's the one? Where's mine?
So the Noro that we have in the shop, there's, I think 6 of them are variegated in their colors, and then 3 of them are striping. And so if you wanted I wanted it to be like all kind of the same. There's obviously little specks of like sections that are very bright blues and greens and pinks, but I didn't want it to be like a faded kind of thing.
It's more tonal. So here it is in the Skein.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. Look at that little pop of mint.
And Gail is doing the same thing, using this one, but
she did black.
Darker. Yeah, she did black
as her
and it is
color.
Also stunning.
And Rachel is doing the same thing with this as her main color, and she's using Remix Light as her body of her sweater, which is going to be very beautiful as well.
Yeah, so these are some of the other colors, and as you can see, these will kind of stripe more as the color work goes on.
And the color variation is crazy. What's happening inside there?
Yeah, here's another one.
Is nuts. You go to a lot of different colors in there.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is this the same as that?
Could be. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. It is.
It's beautiful. It's really pretty. Oh my God! Just throw it on the ground. There's too much stuff here.
I know.
So yes, this is altered a little bit. This is shocking, right? So this is the
I wasn't going to say anything.
This is the front of the sweater. There's short rows in the back. The pattern has a lace neckline and lace on the sleeves, and it was just not for me. So I did a 1x1 rib up here, and I'm going to do a 1x1 rib on the arm and at the base and on the hem. And I'm very, very, very happy with it. I think it's quite lovely.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm. So last time, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that I did nothing, because this was a lot, and I was like only 3 rounds in at the last podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you did a lot. I mean, I think that's the thing too. When I show mine, I've been completely monogamous to that project until the knit along came for the socks.
And that's pretty much all the knitting I have to share today. However, we want to talk about the sheep camp.
Yes, we do.
I was so surprised. So we just had our Miss Babs trunk show.
We did.
So if you came to see us for Miss Babs, we are so grateful. We had an awesome trunk show. We had a really great trunk
always
show.
do. I mean,
so there was this lady that came in. This happened multiple times, but there was one woman who came in and she said, I want to make the Rhinebeck sweater. And I said, oh, Andrea Mallory's? I said it didn't, and at this point it hadn't come out yet. And I said, did it come out? Did I miss something? And she was like, no. And I was like, she goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, your Rhinebeck sweater? And I was like, the Alpenglow? And she was like, no. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, the sheep camp sweater? And I was like, oh. And then it occurred to me that she wanted to make the same Rhinebeck sweater that we're making.
that's right.
And I thought,
And why wouldn't she?
that's huge. That's so lovely. I'm so
Yes.
excited. And then that kept happening over and over
Yes.
and over and over again. And so many people are making the sheep camp sweater
So many people in this shop.
in the shop, and friends,
It makes us feel so
virtual
good.
friends. It's so fun. So we want to make sure that if you're going to Rhinebeck and you're making a sheep camp sweater and we want to like have a meetup and take a big group picture and do all the
Absolutely.
things.
I'm
So
so excited.
if you're in it to make a sheep camp sweater with us for Rhinebeck or just for fun, we are going to be having a little giveaway. So we are going to do a SkeinSheepAlong so that you can enter for prizes if you use the hashtag SkeinSheepAlong, which I'll put down at the bottom and underneath and all the things. Then we're gonna do a giveaway
Because why not?
from Instagram. So if you don't know how to do that, let me know. I'll help you. But our friends, there's so many people in the shop that are doing it, and
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to be jerks or anything. I mean, there's, the
lots of shops do their own.
yeah, everybody. I mean, yeah, and different yarn lines do different things. I know Andrea Maury's sweater is traditional for a lot of people, and I really like her
This year's pattern.
this
is
year's
really cool.
pattern. Yeah.
I'll probably might make that.
I actually would like to make that as well. The pullover. A lot of people are for the vest because they're really into vests.
Not me.
I don't feel like I personally look good in a vest, but
I think that, we kind of decided a few months ago that we were going to make this be our Rhinebeck sweater. It was just going to be the two of us. And then we mentioned it on the podcast and everybody started doing it. We're like, duh.
yeah,
A SkeinSheepAlong.
that's right.
Come on.
We're gonna have our own posse.
Speaking of the sheep camp,
All right, don't lift it.
I know, I'm just dragging. Sally is busted, girls. This is Rachel, our friend Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Rachel is a part of the We Have Yarn for That podcast.
That's
so
right.
if you don't follow them, you should go on YouTube and search for We Have Yarn for That podcast. But Rachel made this as a shop sample, and it's the Sheep Camp by
Native
Boylan-
knitter.
Native Knitter. Thank you. Oh my God, I
Yes.
almost said the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And so, yes, so this is hers made out of On the Round, and it is
On the round plush TK.
so good.
It is
so beautiful.
gorgeous.
So maybe, someone could just steal
It's
this
really
one and wear
stunning.
this as their Rhinebeck sweater. No, just kidding. Don't take it.
Please.
Please don't take it. It's so
It's-
beautiful, though. And so, Lori,
I must like these colors because I'm pretty sure I helped.
you think?
I'm pretty sure I helped Rachel pick out colors for this.
It's beautiful.
It's really, really gorgeous.
We do have some On the Round in the shop. We do have Emma's yarn. We've got Dream in Color. We have just so many options if
So
you
many.
wanted to make the sheep camp with us.
Yep,
So,
Barocco Ultra Wool and
Totally.
Ultra Wool DK.
Yep.
So many
Probably
things.
could use the Freya worsted, don't you think?
Absolutely.
If you did a gauge and got.
Yeah, if you did a little bit of math, which we could help you with.
I love that.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I am done with the color work, which I am extremely excited
So
about.
jealous.
So, and for those who didn't watch episode 34, this is out of Beachy Breeze Fibers Delta Worsted.
Did you run out of the
I did not. I I actually didn't play Yarn Chicken because I contacted Sam and I'm like, do you have any more of this left? And she actually had some from the trunk show.
Oh, so it was the total
So it was
same.
the, you know, from the same pots. And
Now these are hearts, aren't they? Do they look like hearts to you?
they do not.
Okay.
But maybe they are.
I'm going to call them hearts. It's so beautiful.
I love it. I love this yarn.
Ugh, it's so good.
Ridiculous.
I think I'm going to cast mine on. No, I can't.
If you don't have yours ready.
Once I finish my color work,
okay,
that's going to be my treat.
Okay.
That I get to cast this on.
Whatever you say, it just had better be done. I don't want to be taking a picture of you with a half-done sweater in the parking lot at Rhinebeck this year. Who would do that?
I love that picture.
Who would do that?
That's actually
that sweater, the one in the...
That was a really great picture.
Oh gosh, that is funny.
They're not going to know. They're going to know.
They'll never know.
They'll never know. It's so beautiful. Hold on, I'm going to bring this closer so you can see the colors.
It's really, really beautiful.
And yes, we will be getting Sam's yarn in the shop.
We sure will. Gotta talk to her about that.
Yeah, we better get on that because everybody's asking.
Yes.
Because people really, I mean, her
really
yarn is
love
really
her
beautiful.
yarn. It's Beachy Breeze Fiber. She just had a huge sale. So if you missed it.
She does lots of sales. She
Yeah.
does lots of stuff.
If you missed it, you missed out.
Plus
Oh my gosh. Sarah was here and Sarah's last name is escaping me right now. I want to call her Sarah Cohen. I think that's her maiden name.
She's learning how to knit.
Yes. And she was doing awesome.
I know, and she's already like a knitter.
Yeah.
On the interwebs.
She was more of a crocheter. And
she just learned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, did she teach Jen how to crochet?
I thought Rachel taught Jen how to crochet.
Okay.
Here,
she said something about like the teacher becomes the master or the student becomes the master.
Maybe. That's so funny.
Yeah. I am obsessed. It's so good. Look at your little sheepies.
You know who gave me those?
Your daughter.
No.
Angie.
No.
Dawn.
Nope. Tanya.
Oh.
So sweet. She bought like 30 sets of them. I might get them into the shop.
I didn't get one, Tanya.
What can I tell you?
I'm obsessed.
Yes, I am as well. So now I should buzz through it.
Now I'm worried that my color is going to be too boring.
Stop it. Your color is going to be beautiful.
It's you know what? It's different.
It's like a wine color.
It's like a really beautiful cranberry.
Yes. So I really hope a lot of you decide to join us. It will be so much fun.
You made no alterations, right? Or like no changes to the pattern?
I did not.
What a
I did
weirdo.
not. I know. Crazy me.
How can you not change something? When I do it, I'm going to do actually, maybe I'll just try yours on.
I thought that I was going to change, like, remember how much?
Yeah. You're following the directions.
Yes, but I'm following the directions.
You're trusting the process.
Yes. You know, one should practice what they preach.
Did you see the picture that I posted of me holding the sign that I saw in New Hampshire?
Yes, I did.
So that if you didn't see, I was walking through this like little shop and it says, "Don't ask me, I make it up as I go." And I made my husband take a picture of me with this sign. And he's like, "Why are you doing that?" I was like, "Because I tell that to people all the time. I don't know. Make it up."
Yep.
Trust the process or make it up.
Yes.
I don't know.
We say that a lot around here. Trust the process.
Trust the process. Okay.
So that's that. All right. So we talked about it's kind of our own little knit along without the posting.
Yeah,
post on your.
No, they have to post on Instagram.
Yeah, you have to post on Instagram.
So take a picture, but it doesn't have to be finished while you're posting it. Just take a picture of you working on it and use the hashtag SkeinSheepAlong. And yeah.
Do we want to add it?
Awesome. 2023
or no?
I don't think so.
No. SkeinSheepAlong.
I'm
That's good
fairly
enough.
certain nobody has that hashtag already.
Probably.
I can look it up, but
I'm sure.
Pretty sure we're going to be okay.
I think we will be fine. All right. So what's next? What is next? Oh, I know what we should talk about right now.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Should we talk about this the first
That's what I was going to say. Are we talking about that?
Nah.
All right. So
you may have seen.
You might have seen.
If you watch other podcasts.
Yes. Which most people do.
Special visitors to the shop.
We are so excited. This has been in the works for almost a year.
Yeah, since Rhinebeck.
Since Rhinebeck, yes. Ray and Kevin from Needles at the Ready are coming to Skein.
Yes, and we met them at Rhinebeck, and they were so lovely and kind. I'm just going to drag this out of the way.
Okay. Because you're worried it's going to fall on us?
I don't even know. Because I wanted to see those colors behind us.
Yeah.
Ray and Kevin, we met them at Rhinebeck, and they were so nice. And actually, they were funny because prior to Lori and I meeting them, one of our customers met them.
I think many of our
customers met them.
Yes.
And they were like,
more mad moms.
yeah. Oh, super mad moms. Tons of mad moms today. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So Kevin and Ray met some of our customers, and our customers lobbied hard for us to get them to come visit and come.
And
to
that's why we love
shop.
them. It's one of the many reasons.
So they're from Connecticut, and they have a podcast, the Needles at the Ready podcast. I was just in the middle of watching their most recent episode that came out yesterday, and they're wonderful. I think they're like a good balance, like you and I are. Like there's something about the way that they are together that's very similar to the way that you and I are together.
Yeah, they complement each other really well, I think.
That was such a backhanded compliment for us.
What?
We're so cool and we compliment each other so well, just like Kevin and Ray.
Just ask us.
Just ask us. I'll tell you all about it. But no, so they are going to be coming on August 12th. It's a Saturday, and they're going to be here for a few hours to sit around the table and chat, which we want everybody to come in and visit. It's probably going to be like maybe a little busy. So if you're a regular that's, often here and come and sit for like the day, it might be a little bit tricky. Is that Kevin?
It is not. So, I don't know if we mentioned this, but my husband's office is now above the shop. We're thrilled.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Kev.
And, but he's
not here, right?
He went somewhere, but now there's banging. But oftentimes...
Sounds like high heels upstairs. Is Kevin practicing his tap dancing upstairs?
It kind of sounds like a...
Hammer?
Yeah, but like a metronome, like...
Yeah, it's very steady.
Yeah.
We'll have to investigate that.
All
Anyway,
right.
So if you're a normal Saturday person and you're normally here for the day, it might be a little different. And we want everybody to get a chance to hang out with Kevin and Ray. So, move it or lose it every once in a while, Right. You can go to the other table. Is that rude? It's the truth, right?
Not
We just
rude.
want everybody to be,
we just want
everybody to be able to visit.
everybody to be able to meet them and chat with them for a few minutes.
We're excited for them to come and hang out.
Yes. You know who's coming that day?
My friend Laura.
Laura Ross is
so
coming
excited.
from New York City. We're super excited.
That is we talk about meeting people and like making friendships through the podcast. Laura's one of those people, and I talk to her literally almost every day.
Yeah.
And we FaceTime shop all the time. And she told me the other day that she was talking to a friend, and her friend said something, and Laura said she was coming here, and their friend was like, "Oh, is it you that they're always talking about as Laura?" And she's like, "Yes, it's me."
She loves that.
I know, she loves that.
God.
So yeah, I'm so excited
cute.
to see so many people, and hopefully, if you're in the area and you want to meet Kevin and Ray, or if you just want to come and chat and say hello, or
say hello to us
say hello to us too. Show us the progress on your sheep camp along.
Yes, please.
SkeinSheepAlong.
That's right. Hashtag SkeinSheepAlong.
Yes. If you want to, so that's
you can put it in the title. Hashtag
SkeinSheepAlong.
SkeinSheepAlong.
Great. I will add that up there along with our.
You had to hear us trying to come up with the right hashtag.
I know.
Skein Sheep Camp Along.
Skein Scoop Along. Skein
That's
Scoop
right.
Sheep Camp Along.
But we settled on
Skein
Sheep Along.
So yes, that's happening August 12th. We're very excited about that.
So excited.
If you came for Miss Babs, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was awesome to see so many familiar returning faces, and it was
so good.
Success.
Yes, it really was. And
I couldn't believe
we loved
after
that.
day one when we could consolidate some tables, I was like, oh my
how
word.
much we had sold.
So much yarn, because I was really shoving it on those tables. It was like stacked. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so good. We love having Miss Babs every year.
Yeah. In addition to the Hugh Loco chickens and roosters, the chicken barnyard chicken collection, we also got these 2 rows of Hugh Loco's yarn in the store. It's new. It is fingering weight. It's 75-25, right?
I believe so.
Yes, 75% merino nylon, 75% merino, 25% nylon, 460 yards in 100-gram skein. And they're just so good. I'm struggling with which one. I love them.
I picked a few of my favorites. This is Aloha. Ooh.
It's so good.
Love. And this is, why can't I say the name? Oh, Show Off.
Maybe that should be mine.
I think it should. And then Mood Ring.
Yeah, I love that one.
Really good. Just
gorgeous.
3. I mean,
yeah, that one is so pretty.
Can't go wrong.
This one might be my favorite. I don't know. That's a lie. I can't tell. I can't tell you. I don't know which one's my favorite.
We're just so happy to have Hugh Loco in the shop.
When we got her, when we got this box in, it was like, ooh, look at that one. Ooh. Everyone was better.
And we
than
would
the
have
next.
done, we were trying to do an unboxing, but it came in just as the Miss Babs showed up, and it was just craziness. It was
And we definitely
mayhem.
wanted it to be like out for sure for Miss Babs, so that if you were here for Babs, you could get some Hugh Loco too. So that's what we did.
Right, because a lot of people come from out of town for Miss Babs. Actually, a lot of people come from out of town just to shop here, which is so nice.
It is nice. I'm gonna move this. Oh, guys, I got an espresso machine.
Oh my goodness.
It's so great. The whole weekend, I was like depressed because I didn't have my Nespresso.
Your Nespresso?
machine.
Yes, she wants me to keep these cups.
All right.
This was so funny.
Okay. I like to drink out of a reusable cup. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. These cups from Starbucks have the lines for where you're supposed to fill for milk or fill for ice or fill for whatever. And Lori thought I was crazy. And she's like,
I couldn't tell if she was joking or not.
She's like, do you want a Starbucks? And I'm like, no, I have my Nespresso. I'm all set. And she's like,
good for you.
Said, but I want your cup. And she's like, what? And I was like, can you save your cup for me? And she's like, huh? And I'm like, no, I'm like going to reuse your cup. And she's like, my throwaway cup, you're going to reuse it? And I was like, yeah, it's not like I'm going to take like a stranger's cup. I'm going to take your cup. I'm going to wash it and I'm going to reuse it. This morning I said to Michael when I was making him his coffee, I had your cup washed on my drainer and I said, oh, do you want me to make it in this cup? And he was like, ew, where'd you get that from? I was like, it was Lori's. He was like,
God,
what? See, I have this really beautiful cup, but it's glass and it's lovely. And I made my double espresso.
It took like, this went on for a really long time. It started via text, and then
I had to
was
call her to explain.
And I'm
it
like,
to her.
I couldn't tell, like the way you were saying it. I was like, do you
being
really?
sassy?
Are you?
Are you
Yeah.
being
I'm
rude
like,
to me?
do you really want my Starbucks cup?
I did. I really
And
did.
then finally, you were like, well, when you said it, then I knew you were serious. You were like, it has the measuring lines on it. And I was like, oh.
And then she gave me a hard time about it. Michael has also given me a hard time. The other day I opened up the shop and there's an old Starbucks like on the table. And it was not yours because it didn't say Kevin on it. It says Jennifer. And I'm like,
Tell the people why.
should I take that one?
Yeah.
Should I take that one? I don't know who that is. And then I was like, I pulled it out and I was like, I could wash it. And then I was like, this has gone too far. And I threw it in the garbage.
My Starbucks says Kevin on it on the label, as does when my children order Starbucks, probably my son-in-law, maybe not, maybe he draws the line. We are all hooked up to
Kev.
my husband's Starbucks card on our phones.
He must have 1,000,000 points.
No, we get because we use it more than he does.
Yeah.
And we're all hooked into it. So
he did tell he was when one
Complaining.
of our conversations that he and I had from him.
Oh, reminder.
Okay. One of our conversations was about with me and Kevin
How funny
recently.
is that just happened?
Snooze. 10:15.
Lori!
Your alarm. One of Kevin's and my conversations last week was about how Starbucks has convinced us that coffees are valued at $6. And I was like, not if you have an espresso.
Listen.
But it does make me a little bit more hyper than
espresso?
Coffee. Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Really
I've noticed it.
Oh, stop. It's so good. Can't wait to go home and have another one. I'm going to do all the laundry today.
Will you make me one?
Sure. Why did it do that?
Do what?
It jiggled.
I think we hit it. I think we hit it.
Some more things that came in.
Wait. Oh, that was a good noise. I think Starbucks should be paying us.
So Kayla, initially her design, that coffee had a Starbucks logo on it, and I was like, I think you have to take it off. And she was like, yeah, and I was thinking, well, we do sit with the Starbucks every time we're sitting there.
Just saying.
Okay, we got some more new sock yarn. This is from West Yorkshire Spinners. It's their signature 4-ply, which it says right down here, 75% wool. It contains 35% blue face Leicester and 25% nylon. It's awesome.
It's so gorgeous.
We have a combination of striping like these.
There's a blue one.
Isn't it so good? We have a combination of the striping.
Love it.
Oh my God, they're so good. And then we also have some of the self-patterning. This is also bird, goldfinch. And then we got their holiday collection.
They're not. Oh, see, some of them are cocktails and some of them are birds.
Mm-hmm.
Should we talk about the conversation we had the other day about the birds?
There is one of these. There is one of the names of one of the yarns is the blue tit. And I kept saying, that's hysterical. And Lori was like, grow up.
Oh my God. No, what did you say?
I kept telling all the customers that would come in, I was like, hey, Annie, there's a color called blue tit. And Annie was the only one that laughed. Everybody else was
Shocker.
Like, yeah. They also have their holiday collection. This one is self-patterning and it's called gingerbread. So cute. And obviously
Christmas in July, people.
This is candy cane.
Yeah, get going on your Christmas
socks. So we have 12 colors of...
I think we have 3 Christmas colors.
Yeah,
that's all right. We don't need to get the other one.
They're really, really cute. All of them are really great.
It's so
I can't wait to knit one of these.
Love.
That's going to be somebody's Christmas gift right there. All right, so that's new.
We
didn't put this on the paper, so I have to put that down.
Okay.
West.
We just thought we would mention, since we mentioned the tessellated pullover and the tessellated vest, which are Andrea Mowry's Rhinebeck patterns. They use Moondrake Fua Fua, which we still have plenty of. So I just thought I'd grab a few colors, and you only need, like most of the sweaters sizes only need 1 skein of Moondrake. And we have plenty of good colors, and I will be getting more. Not sure what the lead time is on that now. It's probably a little long because everybody wants it now. But I think everybody has wanted it, period. But so if you're looking for Moondrake for your tessellated pullover, your tessellated vest, we have it.
Okay.
Next.
We also got a collection in from DellaQ, and it is the collaboration between Madtosh and DellaQ, and it is for the Canyon Rose colorway for their canvas collection. So we have all of the things, but they are everything fell.
Whoops.
They are really, really, really going quickly. So if you want one of these things and you see it, you need to get it, okay? So this is the tote.
It's a limited, remember, it's a limited edition colorway. I have no idea how limited it is, like when they are gonna stop it, but it's Canyon Rose and it's stunning.
And it's all on the website and it's all here. So this is the tote, the maker's bag. It has snaps to close.
This is DellaQ's best-selling bag, the tote.
It comes with a removable strap. It also has a yarn cutter built in, so you're never without your cutter.
No, that's the cutter, right? That's the cutter.
Oh,
right
sorry. Yeah. This is the yarn.
That's what you
cutter.
thread your yarn through.
This is what you thread your yarn through. It has so many pockets. It folds out and stands up flat because it's got feet on the bottom. Zippers, outside pockets, inside pockets, lots of zippers.
Stitch markers, right?
What, does this one come with a stitch marker?
I feel like it comes with the safety pin stitch holder and 3 stitch markers, I think.
I thought that was the...
Am I wrong? Am I lying?
I think you're lying.
I could be lying. Something came with that. Maybe that's the satchel. I don't know.
Oh, what?
What? Oh, whoa.
You weren't lying. Sorry.
See?
You get a
tapestry needle.
Tapestry needle. A little book.
Little notebook.
Life is what you make of it.
So cute.
Stitch markers.
Stitch holder.
Stitch holder. It's in the pocket. So if you're looking for it, it's in the pocket.
Yep.
So, in addition to the tote, we also got the the train case. So the train case is so cute. You open it up. This top part is magnetic. It also comes with the stitch markers, the magnets, the needle.
I love that.
And
then
then
the
you
tray.
can pull the tray out. It comes with handles and a strap. It has holes on the side so that you could feed your yarn through it. You can have your yarn in the bottom and your stuff on the top and carry this cute little case along with you. And
it's adorable.
It's awesome.
Get in there.
Oh, no, I'm doing it backwards. And so that is the train case.
Here's the mama that everybody wants. This is the satchel. Oh, look at it. So I filled it with tons of yarn and I could still put more yarn in. There are like, I don't know how many skeins of Rasta in here. Magnetic closure, nice and easy, a nice snap here, and then opens like a doctor's bag. It is so good. It's beautiful. It's got the feet, just like the tote.
It's so much wider than the tote.
Yeah, and a wider opening.
Strap.
And yeah, and all the things, the stitch markers and the...
It stands up awesome.
Yep, so good.
And there you have that. Oh, if you also were interested in any of their bags, whether it's the satchel or the tote or the canvas mesh bags, which they don't have in the Canyon Rose colorway, but we do have some. We sell the cubbies and they come with a 2-pack. It's a 2-pack of these cubes. And they are not even, I think they're $28. So it's
and it comes with 2.
It comes with
and
2.
And they fit perfectly. 2 of them fit perfectly
so
in the satchel.
They fold up and then you can take them and they both fit in the bottom of the makers, the canvas bags. If you want to grab one of those, we can show. These fit perfectly in the bottom of the bag. We have them in green, yellow, and the pink. So they fit in the bottom of your bag so that they stay
so good
straight up. So we can talk about the mesh bags in a second, but we do have, I think, 1 more of these sets of the cubbies.
Yeah.
We got, this is new to us. These are the knit sacks. They also come in a package and you get, they're just like little progress bags. They're actually not that little.
Cute. And they have flat bottoms too.
They do stand upright and they have a cute little...
They are so cute. And so I think, so first of all, I love the design of these bags. DellaQ, for those of you who don't know, is a company that has been around for a long time. I mean, I have a needle case from them from 20 years ago that I still use. And they have upped their game like so much.
Knitting. Like,
yeah,
designed
it's all for knitting.
Company. So these are awesome too. They are made out of that sturdy canvas. I think it's like the kind that will weather, you know, as you use it, which is just going to make it look more awesome. They're $30 for the 2-pack. And then we did get some buddy cases. So the buddy cases is one of our favorite things. We often recommend this for gifts for people who don't know what to get. This entire case is magnetic on the top and the bottom, so your stitch markers will stick to the inside and not wiggle around
if they're metal. Yeah, but I mean, we both have ours like filled to the gills. And you can, I feel like you can never have too many of those because like one in one project bag, one in another project bag. So these are mesh totes. They have flown out of the shop. They are completely sold out at DellaQ's website. So if you want one, we still have some.
The mesh totes are awesome. They come with an O-snap bag. It's mesh on the one side and canvas on the other, wax canvas on the other. And you can put your yarn in here and then snap it and pull the yarn through. So it comes with the bag. It comes with, there's a zipper pouch on the outside. And then it also comes with a strap and a needle and also the little scissors, which we also have these in the pink color as well, in the Canyon Rose color. But these are like snapped on here and then super
people say they are super
sharp scissors. And you just put this right back in here and it stays, and you always have your scissors with you.
I love that. I just think that for the money, the value is so good, totally there.
Really fill these up. These are $78. We have them in olive. We have 2 in olive, 1 in red, and 1 in the plum purple color. They do not have this in the Canyon Rose colorway.
They do not.
Okay, let's just make sure we have all the things. We didn't talk about this, but we can do that later if you want, or next time, or we can do it now.
Yeah, we can do it now, right?
Okay. It's up to you.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we can.
I thought your appointment was in 20 minutes.
It is.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Oh, sure.
Okay. One of our customers made this beautiful shawl. Oh God, I love this. So this is the Stay Soft Shawl by Veera Valimaki, and it is done out of 3 skeins of spun right round. So you start on this side. Nope. You start on that side, on the top, and you pick one color and you work it, and then you add in the striped section of your second color, and you do a big striped section, and then you drop the first color and do the last section of that same second color, and then you pick up and you do this beautiful wedge here, and then you bind off by doing an I-cord bind off down the bottom. And I found this pattern when we were looking at ideas for things when we got the Spun Right Round in, and it's stunning. It's really beautiful. It's the Stay Soft Shawl by Veera Valimaki, and it is gorgeous.
And this was knit by Lisa Main.
Lisa did a beautiful job, and I think her colors are spectacular. You could easily pick 3 colors of the Hue logo to do this same style shawl. It's really gorgeous.
We have plenty of Spun Right Round left too.
We do have lots of Spun Right Round, and either of those would be beautiful.
Yep.
One last thing. If you are local, one of our customers and friends, Lily, has opened up a restaurant / ice cream place / is it not a restaurant, or is it a restaurant?
I feel like
it's a shop.
I haven't been there yet, but
I'll go there today.
Oh, I want to go.
Lily's Soups and Scoops.
Because Lily's one of our friends, knitters, customers, and
just checking that out.
She, Justine's doing the
QR. I'm going on the website right now. Look at that. Made from scratch with Lily's Ladle bone broth, made fresh daily. Check our website for today's specials. So soups, breads, grilled cheeses, Warwick ice cream, which I love Warwick ice cream.
Oh, I love the coffee.
Yeah. And coffee, yeah. Today's menu.
I meant the coffee flavor of the Warwick ice cream. They also have a Dell's
Today
flavor.
They have tomato soup, miso soup, and beefy minestrone.
Oh, here, I'll give you. So the address is on the bottom. You probably could do the QR code from this too, I would think. So, so we knew when we first met Lily, she was doing Lily's Ladle, which she's still doing. She makes an amazing bone broth that locally, and probably more than locally, is carried at Whole Foods. It might be carried at Dave's. That's the local market.
I don't think it is anymore, but it used to be at Dave's.
Oh, okay. Whoop. Okay then.
It's telling you to hurry up.
All right.
But anyway, so Lily's one of our friends, and if you're local and looking for something to do, you should go in and check out Lily's Soups and Scoops.
Because we certainly will be.
Oof. I think we got everything. This is a very unorganized list today because I didn't do a very good job.
No, you did a great job. I think we hit everything.
I think so too.
I'm sure we're
going to leave the shop a mess though.
Yes, we are. Because we got to go.
We got to go. We'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Thank you so much for watching. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We love comments.
Yeah.
Please,
like and subscribe and share and make a comment. We love it.
Do all the things. And we hope to see you really soon. We hope to see you when Kevin and Ray come. And that's it.
Yep. That's all she wrote.
Have a great 2 weeks.
See ya.
Hopefully.
Bye.